Welcome back to CodeChef. In the previous lesson, we explored how to declare and define functions in C and how parameters passing makes our functions flexible. In today's video, we are going to dive deeper to understand what actually happens inside a memory when we pass values to a function and how to send a result back using the return statement. So let's begin.
Pass by value in C. In C, all function arguments are passed using a method called pass by value. This means when a variable is passed to a function, a copy of its value is made. The function receives a work on its own separate copy, and any changes inside the function do not affect the original variable. This is a fundamental rule in C, and if you ever wondered why changing a variable inside a function doesn't reflect outside, this is the reason. Return statement in C. When you want a function to send a value back to the place where it was called, you use the return statement. Think of this like you give input to a function, the function performs some operations, and then it returns the result back to main, or whichever function called it. So this makes your functions powerful. They don't just run, they produce output that can be reused. Now, why do we need return values? We need return values to compute answers, to perform calculations once and reuse results, to reduce repeated code in problems, to build modular logic, for example, sum, max, prime. The syntax for the same looks something like this. Here, return type tells what type of data the function will return. Return value sends the computed result back. Without a return statement, a non-void function will give a compilation error. Now let's look at an example over here. Here we start with our standard input-output library. Then int square int number. This is a function declaration. This tells the compiler that the function is named square. It returns an integer and it takes one integer parameter. Int main is where our program execution begins. Now int x is equal to 5. We store a value 5 in variable x. Now printf original value of x. Now this prints the initial value of x. This helps build the habit of tracking values, a common debugging technique. Now here we call the function and store return results. Int result is equal to square. We call the function square and pass x. It's important to remember a copy of x is sent to the function or the original variable. Whatever happens inside the function stays inside the function and the return value from square is stored in the result. Now this printf statement prints the return value. Now our next printf statement, this line proves pass by value that x remains unchanged even though number was modified inside the function. Now we have a return 0 and then our function definition where int square, this function definition begins here and it takes an integer parameter called number. Inside the function, number is the local copy of x. So number is equal to number asterisk number. Here we compute the square. Only the local copy changes. Now this return, the result is sent back to the caller and we end here the function. Now we run this program and we've gotten the output. As expected, we can see the original value of x as 5, the square of x as 25 and the value of x after function calls is 5, which is unchanged.
And that's how you pass a value and return statement work in C. Now it's your time to practice. Head over to the CodeChef online compiler, write your own functions using return values. The more hands-on practice you get, the faster you'll master function-based problem solving. Keep coding and I'll see you in the next one.